When we want to grow or get stronger, we eat physical food to add mass. So when we watch a tiny green sapling grow into a towering structure, it feels like it must be eating its environment to get big. Looking at a giant redwood, it is easy to assume all that heavy wood was pulled straight from the ground. But if plants actually ate the dirt around them to build their trunks, there would be a massive crater at the base of every tree. In reality, the soil is mostly just an anchor. The real construction is happening high up in the leaves. They operate like microscopic factories, pulling in invisible materials to build the tree's body. Water is a cluster of 2 hydrogen blocks and 1 oxygen. Carbon dioxide is 1 carbon and 2 oxygens. But the plant needs a custom sugar. These pieces are locked in the wrong configurations and do not fit the required shape. To stay alive, the plant has to somehow rip apart those incoming water and air clusters, sort the pieces, and build its own custom food out of thin air. The leaf alone does not have the strength to snap those block clusters apart. The connections holding the water and carbon dioxide together are tight, and it takes a lot of effort to break them. That strength arrives from 93 million miles away. Sunlight hits the leaf, acting as a delivery system for pure energy. It is tempting to think of sunlight as another physical ingredient getting mixed into the plant's food, like adding salt to a soup. But the sun does not add any material at all. Instead, the sunlight provides the shattering power of a hammer. This energy smashes into the water and carbon dioxide clusters, breaking the bonds and leaving behind a pile of loose, disconnected blocks. Without that striking force to break the initial connections, the raw materials of water and air would be completely useless to the plant. Now, the leaf has a pool of individual carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen pieces. Instantly, it starts snapping them back together in a brand new, highly specific pattern. With every piece locking into place, the plant builds a large, intricate structure called glucose. This is the custom food it has been trying to build from the start. The plant absorbs this cluster of food directly into its cells to fill its internal energy reserves, powering everything from its roots to its flowers. But if you look closely at the construction site, the build is not perfectly clean. After the glucose is finished, there are a few leftover white blocks that did not fit the design. The plant snaps them together into a simple pair to get them out of the way. These leftover pairs are oxygen. To the plant, they are just trash, a waste product of the building process, so it actively ejects them back out into the air. The discarded scraps from this microscopic construction project happen to be the exact things that nearly every animal on Earth relies on to breathe. This entire cycle of shattering and reassembling happens millions of times every single second, across every single green leaf, which brings us back to that towering tree. Those heavy wooden trunks are built entirely by stacking millions of these tiny glucose structures together, layer by layer and year after year. Meanwhile, the discarded oxygen blocks float away on the wind until a passing animal or a human takes a breath. We inhale what the plant threw away, and with every exhale, we release carbon dioxide back into the air, providing the exact building blocks the plant needs to start the cycle all over again. We call this process of building with light photosynthesis, and we can look at it like a perfectly balanced scale. On the starting side, we load water blocks, carbon dioxide, and energy from the sun. Because every starting block must end up in the final build, the resulting glucose and oxygen balance perfectly on the other side. Nothing is lost, it's all rearranged. Photosynthesis is nature's ultimate recycling program, a silent engine turning air, water, and light into the physical foundation of the food chain and the very air we breathe.